I'm Brooke Allen.
And I'm Grace Ellis.
And you're watching
Punching the Walls of Reality.
Yep.
So if y'all just want to tell us a little bit about Lumberjanes and, I don't know, just the fun that you've been having with it.
She'd ask her.
Oh. Okay, well, Lumberjanes is an all-ages comic from Boom Studios. It's about monster fighting Girl Scouts. It's kind of the elevator pitch for it. But it's about 5 best friends at camp. But it's not a normal, like, Girl Scout camp. It's a camp that's full of, like, mysteries and monsters and all those sorts of things. It's really fun, I think. I mean, I'm kind of biased, but I like it.
I also like it as well. I'm having fun drawing it. Yeah.
So which one of you is, like, the huge Jurassic Park fan?
Both of us. Yeah, we're
solidly
rabid. We were singing the Jurassic Park theme earlier, just, like, on a loop.
Yeah, it's just sort of like build ourselves up for the day.
Yeah, it's a good way to pump yourself up. Just sing the Jurassic Park theme until you don't want to puke.
Yep.
Excellent. So, like, one of my favorite parts of that issue is with the Velociraptor. Well, first of all, the fact that Velociraptors, like, jumped out. Like, I don't know if I'm spoiling the comic, but I was so excited. And, like, the part where the Velociraptor is, like, tapping its claw. And I love that scene in the movie. Like, whose idea was to put that part of it into the book?
Well, I think that part came from Noelle and I, like, just talking about what we wanted this comic, like, that particular issue to be. Because, like, as soon as we were like, we're going to have, like, raptors. Like, I think the raptors were her idea because we knew we wanted a monster. And she was like, let's just go all in and make them, like, actual dinosaurs. Because that's what we wanted anyway. And as soon as that happened, it was like, okay, well, they're all going to be Jurassic Park references from there on out. So, yeah.
What would you say is, like, your favorite thing to draw, like, in the comic? Like, the characters, the monsters, just what in general?
I love drawing the monsters. That's sort of my favorite. Out of the characters, Ripley's my favorite to draw because she's like the most kinetic and she's just all over the place and her hair doesn't make any sense and it's fine. So like, and also I like to draw woods. So really, like, I'm just having a good time throughout the whole issue, no matter what.
Are there any characters, I guess this is for both of y'all, that you would love to, like, write or draw, like, sometime in the future?
No, you go first.
No, you're just doing this.
Okay. No.
I would love to draw Street Sharks or, yeah, pretty awesome. Or Biker Mice or any of those ridiculous, terrible cartoons. Yeah, if we could bring that back in, like, comic book form and just, like, maybe just do, like, tweak it a little bit, I think it would be perfect. It's a perfect thing.
Yeah. What would you tweak about it? What would you change?
Maybe some girl characters. But, like, they'd still be roidy as hell. Like, you know, just as beefy as everyone else. But, yeah.
I'd be into that. My whole thing is that I feel like if I keep saying I want to write Black Widow at some point in the future, like, it will happen. So, like, I would really like to do Black Widow at some point in the future. Like, that's, like, my ultimate. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, Marvel, if you're listening, Black Widow, give her a shot. Obviously, Street Sharks, that's a shoo-in. You guys were originally doing a mini-series, and then it's been turned into an ongoing. So how did you feel when you found out that was official and you knew that you could continue the book on? And also the fact that it's one of the best-selling titles for Boom. So how excited were you when you found out about that?
I was very excited because that meant, like, I had a full-time job. It's pretty rad. I was not expecting it to be as popular as it was, so, like, pleasantly surprised all around.
Yeah, no, it was, like, a wonderful surprise. I wasn't really expecting anyone to read it, let alone, like, a bunch of people who, like, love it. But it's also, like, really exciting from, like, a storytelling point of view because we left all of these things in the first 8 issues where we were like, you know, if we don't get picked up, then these are just, like, it's just background noise. But now that we have gotten picked up, it's like, okay, well, now we can, like, turn that into the thing that we wanted it to be originally, you know? So it's, like, really exciting, you know, to, like, make a complete comic instead of, like, I don't know, here you go.
So, what type of response have you guys had from the comics with fans?
It's been well received. We have some, really, really solid, like, cosplayers that show up, which is pretty amazing. I've gotten fan mail, which is pretty cool. Those things are pretty rad. I hope I have more of those things in my life in the future.
Yeah. No, I think the people who talk to us pretty much all love it. Occasionally there will be, like, some dude who's, like, kind of in our faces about like why aren't there more dudes in your comic? It's like why aren't there more women in all comics? Just stop. But I think for the most part, everyone has been pretty positive about it. Like, yeah, it's been really fun. I love talking to people about it.
Like you said, like there's so many comics out there, and it's like not that many have women, and especially one where they're all the protagonists. And I think it's like it's just great that you guys have that out there, and it's just sorely needed. So I don't know, how do you guys feel about kind of filling that void and giving pretty much people like what they want and what they need in their comics?
I feel good about it. I feel really good. Makes me feel good. Also, I just like to read the comic too, so thank you, Grace, Noelle, Shannon, for writing a comic I like to read.
Anytime. I'll write a comic that you like to read anytime you want. Yeah. I don't know. I find it really like specifically rewarding, I guess. Like, it just seems silly to me that there aren't more comics like this. I think that down the line there probably will be, and that's like great. I like want us to get to a point where it's like, here are all of our like lady-centric books, and there's like 100 of them, and like Lumberjanes is just one of many. Like, that would be great. It would be great if we got to a point where everyone's like, Lumberjanes is a piece of garbage because there are 1,000 things that are even better than this. Like, I'd be okay with that.
That would be an awesome world to live in.
Yeah. Someday we'll get there.
One day.
Yeah.
One day people will throw those things in the trash can
and be like,
check out these books.
They're so much better. I mean, like, we're gonna.
There are definitely comics out there.
I mean, no. I mean, like,
they exist.
yeah, they do exist. But I want like 100. Like, I want 100 bitch planets. That'd be great. Yeah.
It'll happen hopefully.
Sex criminals, bitch planet, Image Comics.
Image comics.
I think the industry's kind of like slowly moving in that direction, with like Rad Queens and like you mentioned, Bitch Planet. So I think the industry's finally starting to wake up and realize like, yeah, other people like to read comics too, but it's really great. And I really appreciate you guys coming here and chatting with us. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you.